Come on, you can do 70. It goes slower. Oh my god. Oh, as you can see, I'm on the GROM today. I'm gonna do a small review about this bike. I wasn't supposed to be alone. I was supposed to be with Miro. She was supposed to ride the GROM. I was supposed to ride the Blue Rock, and we should have had a whole video about that. But apparently, it's too cold for her, so I'm out here on my own. Riding this beast. This bike is fun. It's so flickable. I mean, it's so like you can throw it really easy. It's a really light bike. Small wheels make it really maneuverable, but you have to be careful with that because really small wheels are not good for going fast. These wheels are just 12 inches. The wheels on the Chinese bike are 17s. So the bigger the wheel, the more stability you have. But this is not really a bike that it's meant to break any speed records. But because of the small wheel, it's really flickable, really maneuverable at low speeds because of the lightness, and it's just really fun to ride. I mean, this bike has just a 125cc engine, and it's a single-cylinder 4-stroke air-cooled and fuel-injected engine, which develops just under 10 horsepower. To be honest, I mean, the Chinese bike, they said that develops 10 horsepower, 12 horsepower, and this develops 10. But I think this pulls better. Is that because the Chinese are lying? Probably. But I think the Chinese bike should go faster because of the big wheels. But this goes faster, and the thing that I don't understand about the Chinese bike is that the Chinese bike goes 60 in 4th gear, and then when you put in 5th gear, it goes slower. Oh my god. Crash. So the Chinese bike goes 60 in 4th gear, but when I put in 5th gear, actually slows down, and I think they just got the gearing wrong. I mean, that's not supposed to happen. I did think at first that it was because the engine wasn't broken in properly, but this bike has a 5-speed gearbox as well, and it doesn't do that, and it has just 34 miles, so it's basically brand new. This pulls fine for all 5 gears, so I think I'm just gonna have to live with that with the Chinese bike, or maybe at one point it would start pulling in 5th gear, but I kind of doubt it. You can see the clouds behind me. I hope that rain is not gonna catch me. Move, pigeon. Oh damn. So the suspension on this bike, I think it's quite harsh, to be honest. I mean, I understand that the way that they made this bike was so anyone can ride it, you know, you're big, you're small, you're heavy, you're whatever. But I mean, I'm not the lightest person in the world, but the suspension seems a bit harsh, and I'm gonna talk about individual front and rear. So in the front you have upside down forks, which are not adjustable, unfortunately. On the rear you have single shock mounted in the middle, which unfortunately it's not adjustable either. Which way am I going? I'm going that way. When I started this ride, I had a full tank, and I just have a bar gone from a full tank now. This tank holds about 6 liters of fuel. That's about half of what a Chinese bike can take. The suspension is a bit harsh, but it's not really uncomfortable. Disc brakes front and rear. This bike does come with ABS, but just on the front, I just tested the rear. The rear does lock up, but we have ABS in the front, which is helpful, especially for new riders. So on the front, as I said, we have a single disc with a single caliper with dual pistons. On the rear as well, we have a single disc with a single caliper but with one piston, which for the weight of the bike, to be honest, it's enough. And especially with ABS, I mean, for a small bike like this to have ABS, that's quite impressive. Bro, this is quite bumpy. Oh. Just gonna stop here for a second to look on my phone because I do not know where I am. Oh, there's a nice church over there. Look at this bit of road, perfect for this bike. So as I said in my previous video, I want to put off-road tires on this bike, and I did find off-road tires. I want to lift the mudguard a little bit as well. And these lanes are fine, but you can't really go quick through here because you don't know what's coming the other way. The lights on this bike are quite good. It comes with a LED headlight, high and low beam, LED rear light, but the indicators are halogen. These indicators are used by Honda through a large range of their bikes, but that's good because you can easily find them in case you break them. It's raining and I think I'm in the worst place because there's nowhere I can stop and get some shelter. I'm gonna soldier on. It's not raining that bad, but I didn't really want to get this bike wet at all. Even with the small droplets of rain, it's beautiful out here. I love these country lanes. So quiet. Looks like the rain is getting a bit worse. I'm gonna stop somewhere and see if I can wait it out. These little villages are quite nice. I'm gonna go this way and just stop here for a minute. I'm just gonna go for a little stroll, see what's going on around here. I was gonna do a circuit, so from where I left I was just gonna do like a circle, but I'm gonna go back because it's really wet and it's gonna take too long. Gotta be careful out here with these tires because like I said, this bike has just, well, right now just 42 miles and the tires haven't been broken in properly yet. and the probability of me slipping on this wet road is quite high. I'm sure if you're watching this video you already know what this bike represents, what this bike is. If you don't, I'm just gonna tell you. So the Honda GROM has a really large cult following because they're so small. They're really popular with first-time riders. And another reason why this bike is so popular is because of the stunt scene. So a lot of people like to modify these bikes and go and do wheelies and stoppies and, you know, just learn how to stunt. Parts are kind of inexpensive. The way that it's made, it's really easy to take apart and change things. Different fairings, different colors, different tires, different handlebars, different mirrors, different everything. People just like to modify these bikes. But I think that even though they knew that that was gonna happen, they still put a lot of thought in this bike, and because the seat is really comfortable and even the handlebars, they just feel like they are where they're supposed to be. So, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a rainbow. I mean, it goes 50, 60, and the legal limit on these roads, the maximum is 60, and most people do under that. I have two cars behind me, but they're quite far behind, and that's because they can't keep up with me. I'm so quick. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed riding this bike and making the video. There's gonna be more videos on this bike, but if you enjoyed this one and you want to see others, please subscribe to my channel. If you're already subscribed, I do appreciate you being subscribed to my channel, and keep watching these videos. Look at this corner right here. Beautiful. Okay, someone I think was going really fast on this corner right here because of this